What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Ethereum today. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it. All right, here we are. Here we are at $2,800 with 8 hours and 38 minutes left in this day, the 11th of June here. Moving on up, you guys. The breakout has happened. We are breaking out right now. The one thing that I wish we would see more of, at least as things go higher, is volume. We need more volume, okay? We got it yesterday. We don't have it today, and that's okay. The initial breakout was yesterday, and that did come with volume, so that's good. But as we push higher, we want that volume to come in, right? It's like this right here. Hold on now. Whenever we moved up here, we had volume, right? Less volume came in, we started to stagnate. And then when the volume came in, that's when we started to move up. Whenever the volume stopped coming in, that's when we started to stagnate. I don't want us to break out here, stagnate, and then potentially reverse back down. That'd be a fake out. That could be bad. That could imply some bad things for the market. So what I'm trying to say here in essence is we just need to keep pushing higher. And ideally, as we push higher, we'd like to see some volume come in. It doesn't have to be as big as yesterday. It could be bigger. It could be something that's just average, but at least something more than what we're seeing today, which is below average volume. How do we know it's below average? Because I set a nice average indicator here. If you take that away, you see how there's no MA now, the moving average. It's the moving average, but it's like a histogram. I could make it a line if that makes it easier. That's the line moving average, but I think it's easier to see as a area or as a histogram, right? And that right there, that's below average volume. You can see it's below the histogram. We still have 8 hours and 37 minutes left in the day. Let's see if we can pick it up. Let's look at the short-term stuff and see where we're going. I very much do anticipate that Ethereum is on its ways now to new all-time high. It's on its way now to new all-time highs. If we're looking at this on a 1 hour time frame here, the 1 hour, first off, actually the 1 hour does look pretty good. You're breaking out of this relative consolidation phase within the larger consolidation phase that you've just broken out of. You're breaking out of that now as of the last hour. We got 36 minutes left, and you are seeing volume come in. So that's good. Most of today just happened without any volume, but the movement up has happened with volume. That's good. Okay, good. I like seeing this. I'm not as worried about the daily volume now as I was. This is actually good to see. The 1 hour RSI does look like it's got some bearish divergence going on, right? You've got a high here, lower high, lower high. That's double bearish divergence. Pair that with this one, that's triple bearish divergence. It is until it isn't. And I feel like moments like this is what kind of drives the market higher, right? Moments like this, because people will look at the 1 hour time frame and think, oh, triple bearish divergence, that's so severe. Look at what happens. Well, first off, if it were to happen, Ethereum's at 2,800. That would barely take it below 2,700, maybe 2,600 at the most. We dropped $200. Not even a full 10%, right? Maybe, if it's bearish divergence, right? But the thing is, this is meant to confuse people. It's not bearish divergence until we get some red candles to close, okay? And even then here, we had higher highs. You did have bearish divergence, and you went down. You already went down to where the divergence formed. Here, you had higher highs, and you had bearish divergence. You already went down below where the divergence formed. You might not, even if bearish divergence forms here, even if we get some red candles, you might not go to 2,600. Maybe you just find support at 2,800, and that's it. Moments like this are meant to feed and bait the bears because they think they know what they're saying right here, right? 1 hour time frame. That's the secret. That's the secret sauce right there. We're going to zero. I knew it. I just had to hold out for longer. Who cares that it's breaking out? Who cares what the daily time frame is doing, which is much more significant, arguably 24 times more significant, right, compared to an hourly time frame? Who cares that we're in the overbought zone today if we close here or higher, which we only have 8 hours left in the day, and we probably will. You know, like this is much more significant. We've only just begun this next phase up, right? If you're thinking about what this next move, however, wherever it's going to go, this is just the beginning of it. We moved up here, moved sideways, moved up here, moved sideways. And larger consolidation, I would think we get a larger move. We're just in the beginning of this move, and it's probably going to take us all the way up to $4,000. We're at 2,800 now. If Ethereum does that, you guys, what's the rest of the market going to do? It's going to be nuts. Things are going to be really good. And Ethereum's breaking out. What's even more bullish than this is look at the last 3 days for Ethereum and look at the last 3 days for Bitcoin, right? Come on now. 1, 2, 3. I guess actually to be fair, that day there, that was actually a pretty big day relative for Bitcoin, 4%. But the last 2 days you've been moving sideways. Ethereum's actually been moving higher the last 3 days. And while this does look smaller in comparison to Bitcoin, it's actually bigger. This day here was 6%, whereas Bitcoin's big day, quote unquote, was actually 4%. So Ethereum has been moving up higher fantastically, while Bitcoin's been just chilling over the past 2 days. You know what I mean? So what happens when Bitcoin, what happens when the whole market starts moving up? Things are really going to get underway. We're at the beginning now. And things like this, the 1 hour time frame, this is meant to psych out the bears. This is meant to feed the bears, bait them in so that they go short, so that they sell their bags, so that they don't buy at the very obvious buying point and miss out on the move up, right? It can't be obvious. If it was obvious, everybody would do it, man. Everybody would make money, and that's not how markets work. The 4 hour time frame, which is much more significant than the 1 hour time frame, right? Bounced right off the overbought zone. You got the deepest reading that you've seen since May 10th in about a month. It's the deepest reading you've seen, the strongest reading you've seen in a month. You broke out of your downtrend, lower highs, lower lows. You broke out of that recently, and you just found support at the overbought zone. And you think that this move is done here? You think that 1 hour bearish divergence is going to save you? But we have bearish divergence on the 4 hour too. You're not addressing that. Well, it's not bearish divergence. Not until we get a red candle. And I don't know about you guys, but 32 minutes left in this one. I don't think this one's going to close red. And if it keeps moving up, it bounced off the overbought zone. If we get stronger readings, what then? It's not bearish divergence anymore. What if we just keep moving up? What if that happens, right? People look at what's in front of them to confirm their bias. They don't think prospectively. They don't think in the future what this could mean, right? And they don't look at they look at what they can find that agrees, that confirms it. They don't look at the things that can disagree. And right now there's many more things disagreeing with the idea that we're gonna go lower, agreeing with the idea that we're gonna go higher right now, especially on much more significant time frames. If we're looking at this on a weekly time frame, talking about significant, the weekly RSI bounced right off the oversold zone here, coming all the way up. We're probably going to hit the overbought zone, and this time we're not just going to get a little taste. We're going to get in there, man. We're going to get up in there, and when we do, we're going to see some fantastic growth. We're going to see something. The last time that we got overbought, like, fantastically, was here, and that was nice. That was steady. I think we're in a different environment now. I think when we get overbought, we're going to see Ethereum perform like it does, man. This thing's going up to $7,000 or more by the end of July. That's my expectation. I think we're going to break out. It's going to be new all-time highs in a very, very short amount of time. We might be at new all-time highs by the end of this month of June. Genuinely, we really might. It's the 11th right now. We've got 4 days, 9 hours left in this week. Basically, four days, 8.5 hours left in this week. Plus one more week and another week, and then another week after that, or I guess 1 day after that. So we've got like 3 weeks left in this month. Absolutely, Ethereum can make strides higher above $4,000 by the end of this month, if not even above all-time highs by the end of this month. It wouldn't surprise me at all. It's starting now. And I've been saying this a lot lately. The primary move is what sets you up. The secondary move is what confirms it. And when you get that confirmation, it tends to be bigger. So as much fun as this was, what's coming is going to be even better. And it's going to be faster, and it's going to hit harder, at least to the bears. It's going to hit the bears harder. It's going to be a big hit from the bulls is what I'm trying to say. If we go here from a high to a low, the high from back in December to the low on April 7th there, we've consolidated between the golden ratio and the 0.5 for weeks now, for over a month now. We're just now breaking out. We're not stopping anywhere less than $3,200. We're at $2,800 now. But I think we're going to go up to 36 to 4,100 probably within the next couple of weeks, probably right within there. And if we don't stop here by the end of the month, it's only because we've stopped higher. That's why. And when we do go higher, the target area to consider would be something between 5,500 and 8,052. I think if we take the last cycle's high to low, we might have a better understanding of what's going on here. Let's just see. High to low here. Come on now, give me the low. There we go. The 1272 right there, 7,700, lines up very well with that 1618. And typically, you do expect to find, if you go up to the golden ratio like this, you do expect to find resistance at the golden ratio. So I might even say that we really could see $8,000 by the end of July, guys. We're at 2,800 now. If Ethereum's doing this, if this is the path that we're on, what's the rest of the market going to do, right? What are altcoins going to do? Things are about to get insane. What's the Bitcoin dominance going to do, man? Bitcoin dominance, it's it's clinging. It's not even clinging, man. It's basically in free fall. It started now, I think. I really do believe that we're going to come down. I've made this call twice this cycle now. Third time's the charm, right? I really do believe that alt season is beginning right now. But haven't we all thought that was haven't we all thought alt season was going to happen throughout this cycle? I really do think though that we're at the top, man. Double top in the monthly time frame, overbought here. The only time you've ever been overbought in your life. Once you come down, it's going to be a straight bloodbath for the Bitcoin dominance. And this is anything but a bad thing for crypto. This is really, really good, you guys. I don't know if we're going to see a lower low. I don't know if we're going to see a higher low, but something fantastic, something that lasts several months at least, right? Something that lasts, like here you had 6 months of downside, 2 months of upside, 3 months of downside. Here we had 6 months of downside, or five months of downside there, right? We're on our first month now, 19 days, 9 hours left. I wonder where we're going to close and then what's going to happen over the coming months that precede this, right? We're likely going to see some fantastic growth between now and the end of summer, between now and the end of this year. It's going to be fantastic. And it all starts with ETH, man. It all starts with ETH and XRP, right? A lot of people attribute the Bitcoin dominance shopping to Bitcoin or to Ethereum, but it's also XRP, right? Ethereum has a higher market cap by far, but they both help, they both contribute. And in that sense, actually, what's XRP doing? Let's look at that. XRP's winding up too, man. I mean, it's going to break out. The thing is, XRP hasn't broken out yet, but it's about to. I think it's very clear that, I mean, it's broken out of this downtrend, to be fair. It just hasn't really broken out of this area yet. Once it breaks out, it's going to move up fantastically like it normally does. And with that happening and Ethereum going at the same time, that dominance doesn't stand a chance. Altcoins are going to rally just for that very fundamental purpose right there. Weekly time frame, I very much expect that by the end of July we'll be at something between $7,000 to $8,000, maybe even just above $8,000. I don't have anything else that I want to say. I think I've said it all. Don't think that you know something just because there's 1 hour bearish divergence, right? My question to you is, how'd that work out this time? Well, it worked out kind of, right, for like 3 hours. How'd that work out up here? How'd that work out there? Well, it kind of worked out, right? How's it going to work out here? Well, I mean, maybe. Like, for what? For who cares, right? And eventually, it's just a fart in the wind. Who cares? Ethereum's very tenacious right now. It's moving up. Nothing's going to stop it, man. It's been held down so much this cycle. And I actually want to see. Let's look at this real quick. If we're looking at the low, the bear market low, to the high so far of this cycle, we found pinpoint accuracy of a bounce right here at the golden ratio. And we're coming up now. We're about to be above the 236. Everything that we're looking at right now literally points to one thing and one thing only, and it's new all-time highs. If we see new all-time highs from last cycle's high to the bear market low, the minimum target is right there. And I don't think Ethereum went through this whole bull cycle getting laughed at and crapped on, right? Shade being thrown on it all the way through. I don't think it went through this whole consolidation below this high for that whenever it breaks out to new all-time highs that it stops anywhere less than something around $7,700 or higher. That's the expectation. Wouldn't it be funny if it went all the way up to 10K, man? If Ethereum goes to 10K, just my only advice, if you can call it advice, right? I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. My only thoughts, I should say, this might be more appropriate, is that altcoins are going to do phenomenal and that nobody should be taking profits, and that there's probably going to be a lot of people who take profits. This cycle has beaten into us this PTSD of multi-month, half a year long consolidation phases. We get a taste of bullishness and then it's 60% drops, 40% drops, right? 70% drops or more. People aren't going to be prepared, right? Everybody thinks it's so damn easy to buy a coin and let it do a 100x. All you got to do is just buy and hold, right? But to get to a 100x, you got to sit through a 20x. You got to sit through a 50x. You got to sit through a 99x and not take profits. To get a 100x, you have to be tenacious and willed and maybe even a little bit dumb, right? You got to just let it do its thing and have vision, have sight, and see what it does. You can't worry about the short-term stuff. Anybody who's trying to be smart with the markets, oh, Ethereum's at prior areas of resistance here, it's time to sell. Nope, you're going to get screwed. Oh, it just broke above new all-time highs. Maybe it's a good time to sell. Nope, you're going to get screwed. You try to play this game, and you might even think in your head, I'm still bullish on it even if I'm selling. I'm just going to try to play the game, double down so I can make the most for my money. If you try to make money fast, you're going to lose it fast. Try to make it slow. If you want to make money fast, try to make it slow, right? It's like a game. The more you try to be good at it, like if you're really trying and that's all you're thinking about is like, I have to do this, I have to be good, like the more you're probably going to mess it up. Just play your game. Don't think about it too much. Let your fundamentals do their thing, right? Just let that take over. Don't overthink it, right? And sometimes don't get me wrong. If you're playing a game, you need to focus and stuff like that. But I'm talking about overthinking. If you're trying to make money super fast, if you're playing this buy low, sell high game, or you think you're going to just to double dip and make money as fast as you can, you're overthinking it. Don't overthink it. It's simple. Just buy and hold. Buy and hold. It's that simple, and it's also at the same time it's that complicated. But I got nothing else to say. I'm just ranting at this point. So hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here, and I just can't wait to see what happens over the next 6 weeks and more. Over the next 6 months, man, it's going to be phenomenal. All right, bye bye.